So, who is Homestead Aquarius? Who am I? Before I tell you much about me, I want to tell you about who offered up the challenge to know a little bit more. That's a man with a channel called Will It Grow. He's up in Cape Cod. He's doing amazing things up there gardening and showing people how to garden way up on the northeast coast. That's familiar territory to some of my family up in there, but not for me. But this man up there, my brother up there, he's not blood kin, but he's brother in the fight to help people learn how to grow their own food. His name is John. His channel's called Will It Grow. Y'all go check him out. He's a great guy. He's an oyster fisherman. So, a little bit about Homestead Aquarius and who I am. Well, my name's Robert, and I guess I'll just leave that at that. My name is Robert. What do I like to do? I like just about anything outside. Yep. I like being outside as much as possible, always have. I'm starting this little fire here. It reminds me of how many different ways there are to start fire and, being able to make one. Now, I've got it going there with a little bit of paper towel because I want it to be a quicker thing. But I remembered I should have used a pine cone so that it would get going good. If you want to get a good fire going, pine cone. So, yeah, my name is Robert, and, I guess I'll just leave it at that. But who named me? Well, my parents named me. My grandfather on both sides of the family was named Robert, so that made it pretty easy. And today, let me introduce the end of the challenge. I said yesterday, there's a few people following my story about this brick over here. So what I'm doing right now is ending that. I'm just one guy, one person, one human being talking to another person right through this screen. And I hope keeping the fire in the shot, and hope I don't get too loud. I want to baby that fire a little bit. You always want to treat that fire like a baby. It's much like the analogy of John gives at Will It Grow toward how you should handle your plants. It's a baby. When it's a baby, you just need to let it. It's not ready for the big wood. It's not ready for all the big things that have come after it. It's got to grow. You grow it just a little at a time. Now we've got that. We've got one question out of the way. Let's see. What was the next question? Y'all know I like to talk. Y'all know I talk too much, probably. Let's see. How many siblings do I have? I've got three. 3 boys. 3 brothers. It was rough on my mom. Yes, it was. It was rough on my mom and dad, too, or mom and stepdad. They had to feed at least 3 or 4 boys at one time. It was rough. Was I close with my cousins growing up? Whenever we were all little, yes, we were thick as thieves. We'd have the little get-togethers every weekend. Grandmother'd kill one of the chickens, depending on which side of the family that we're talking about. But my parents were divorced, so it left a lot of the every other weekend thing. But every time we'd get together, it was great back then. And then life and everybody's different paths took us apart. And so it was mainly up till, I don't know, maybe 10 or 11 years old, something like that. A little longer than that. But since then, no, not too much. We try to still get together and see each other and do those things. but not terribly close. No, I look forward to it being closer in the future, though. Do you have, or did you have, a special bond with your grandparents? Yes, absolutely. I was blessed. I was absolutely blessed um, to have a good relationship with all of my grandparents and their upbringing in life, coming from children growing up, either in the Depression or right after the Depression, really gave me some rich history and rich stories and values that I got from them. That, although when I was young, I sure didn't care too much for those values. As I grew on up and had kids, they started kicking in um, a lot more. They become something that was very important to me, the way they grew up, the things that they valued. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but my stomach is just making all kinds of growling noises. It's about 9:30 at night. Hey, can you hear it? Oh no. It's about 9:30, and I haven't had anything to eat all day, except I think I had some cookies. I think I had 6 Oreo cookies today. God, you can hear that. I get so busy, and it's been such a busy day that I just don't even eat. I guess I'm running on adrenaline. Um, let's see. Did you enjoy high school? Um, I enjoyed those years, certainly. I didn't make a whole lot of friends for a long time. I had some, but high school is no. I didn't enjoy all of it. Who some people did, some people didn't. You know, no, no. It's like whenever I graduated high school, I was like, hey, good deal. I'm done. Kept up with a few people after that. It wasn't terrible, nor was it ideal. Okay. But those years, definitely, I definitely enjoyed those years. As there was, back then, that was a good time for a young man. Young single man. Oh yeah, I finally uncovered the brick. Yeah. Yep. Two people communicating. Just like they've been doing ever since people were talking to each other around the very first entertainment center, which is what you're looking at right now. That's what that symbol means. Two people communicating. Yep. And this was the original entertainment center right here for many, many, many more years than it wasn't. So being outside and fires have always been very important to me. And yeah, always try to teach my kids about survival, you know, and how to do things outside. And one day they'll probably remember that stuff too, and it'll probably be of greater value than it is right now, them being young men. They've done flown the coop and started their own lives. And but you know how this thing goes. We're these things kick in after we become adults, and it's like, man, why didn't I listen more? I'm getting a pretty good little start now. I guess that's reached a good adolescent stage there. Since it's a cook fire, it doesn't have to be big, but it's going to be more of a campfire, so it's going to grow. Let's see. High school, got that done. What are my hobbies? Well, my hobbies are pretty much gardening and bushcraft. Um, Learning as much as I can. I guess a main hobby for years was learning stuff on YouTube. Years. Cut my cable or satellite off, both of them, years ago, and I've run off of YouTube. That's why, I guess, one reason why I'm doing YouTube channel now. Um, I have learned so much from so many people and been entertained. It gave me, shoot, everything I needed. Didn't need the big bills of cable or satellite. My stomach is about to growl, it's killing me. Let's see. What do I do to relieve stress when stressed? Well, I like to do something like this. just get back to a more primitive level. Have me a fire going, sit out, and around the fire, cook some hot dogs or something. I really like to travel. A lot of times when I want to get away from it all, I do, and I'll take off, and that's a good thing to see other places. Another thing why I love YouTube so much, because I get to see so many parts of the world that people share. That's pretty important to me. Who is the longest friend you have? Well, I guess, my parents, certainly. My parents have always been the longest friends to me. They have. That's just natural. I was blessed. I was very blessed and very thankful to have good parents that all loved me very much. They're still alive. We're all getting older, of course. But yeah, I was blessed to have good parents, and they've always been my best friends in that way. But I would say also that the best friend I've had is right here, besides my children, but my family, and that pocket knife right there. That pocket knife never leaves me. That was bought, me and my dad and my two sons, we all had one that day. We all got one, and that's a day that won't come back. It never leaves me. It's in my pocket, it's in my hand, or it's right beside my bed. That best friend will last me till I'm gone, I hope. And it'll be handed off to one of my sons. I guess they'll probably fight over which one gets it, I don't know. What is my favorite book? Well, it's hard for me to put favorites on anything, but certainly the Bible. And running closely behind the Bible is the Tao Te Ching. That's a Chinese book. I would suggest checking that out. Definitely check out the Bible. And then just for a fun book would be, well, take your pick. Two of my favorite books were Alien, the original Alien movie, and the book that was well before that, I think it was, and Jurassic Park, certainly. Stephen King's original Jurassic Park that came out way before the movie. Yeah. Let's just keep building this fire, and then I'll pick you back up in a little bit. Try to do this in just 2 takes. I don't know if I can do it or not. But I'm really ready to eat. So I'm going to put this phone down for a moment, get this fire going to where I can eat. Well, I've got it going pretty good, but we're going to put some more wood on here. A little more wood on the fire. I'm going to add some more and go in and get my supper. Now it's almost 10 o'clock. I left out another one of my friends, my best friend right here. Lola. Hey. Yeah, say hey to everybody. Yeah, she's my best friend, guard dog and constant companion. And we're going to have us a meal here very soon. Right out here in the outdoor kitchen studio. Oh, it's a mess. It'll be better one day. Let me go get that steak. A little bigger fire now. And okay, another question is, what's your favorite thing to do on a stormy day? Well, if I'm not watching YouTube now, and catching up with my friends, seeing what they're doing, watching their videos, learning something, if I'm not doing that, and let's say one thing, when I was younger, I used to love to read, but if I'm out here working and I've got to go back inside, and I've got a few days to where it's like that, I used to love to play Minecraft. I have not played in months. Yeah, I couldn't tell you how long. My children, they introduced me to that, and I believe I've spoken to you about that. Um, and they introduced me to that, and I've enjoyed it ever since. You get to create your own world. You get to invent things. It's a real fantastic outlet for my creativity. You know, um, yep. I love playing Minecraft. Like I said, there's stuff to do, and I haven't been able to play anytime. And what do I want to do? What is my when the weather is perfect? What would I do on a perfect day? Well, something like this is a very good thing. If I'm not running from can to can't, and I've got time to slow down in front of a fire, I really like to do that. Um, if if the most perfect day, weather, and perfect life, I would be somewhere, somewhere in the Gulf of Mexico or the Florida Keys, somewhere down there fishing, doing some saltwater fishing. Uh, I love that. Anything to do with saltwater fishing, I love. Whether it would be in the back bays, in shallow flats for trout, speckled trout, or maybe drum, something along those lines. Any of the flats fishing, I would love to be there. That's my perfect day right there with perfect weather. But snapper and triggerfish, beeliner, amberjack. Oh gosh, the amberjack and tuna off of a charter boat. Yes, yes, that's a perfect day for me. Yeah, doesn't get a whole lot better than that. Or perfect day in the woods hunting deer, and that's just about any day during. It could be terrible weather, and I'd love to be in the woods deer hunting. And you got to say it. You got to say deer hunting. You know, in the South we don't pronounce everything, so it's deer hunting. We're just hunting in general. Another thing that I haven't done a whole lot of in recent years that I would love to get back to. Uh, my fire is just about ready now. Another thing that I really like to do is cook. That's one of my hobbies. I think that's everybody's hobby too. If you get right down to it, sometimes you got to cook your own food, but I truly love cooking and everything about it, especially outdoor cooking. I love to invent things. This is another one of my favorite friends, my walking stick. I have used that walking stick for so many things, but it's too tall for me to put the light up here and the light helping anything where I can see things on the grill. So I just like to look at what's available, what's around, like that broke pickaxe. Yeah, I got to make a new handle for that one day. And I'm going to fix that right on there, and that'll be just about the right height. I'll be ready to cook me some supper here in a minute. It's going to be after midnight by the time I get this uploaded, because it's what time I don't even know. It's almost 11 o'clock now. If it ain't 11:30, I ain't looked at it, but I'll be eating in a minute. Oh, the question 13: small town or big city? Definitely small town. There's things in big cities that's awesome, but I like to stay away from big cities unless I have to be there for something. I prefer small town, and even that, more days now, I like to be here at the house, just doing something here. It's enough to keep me busy. I'm a pretty simple man, you know. Hey, we got a SOS over there. I'll be back in a second. I think the skillet is ready to go. Woohoo, that's hot. It is hot. We'll take a little butter and throw on there. I thought, well, I'll put me a steak on the grill, and that's going to be my supper. But I thought, well, let me just put it in a skillet. That way, I can have it kind of the way that I like it. I don't have any blackened seasoning right now. I've got some pepper, a little bit of black pepper here. Mix in there real good with that butter. That's going to be on that skillet. And my cayenne. Yeah, a little more cayenne on there. A little cayenne. Got to get that base layer in there. Deep like. And then this. Old Bay. I love Old Bay. One of my grandfathers grew up as a young boy. He grew up, born and raised on Chesapeake Bay. the smell, the smell will kill you. You don't want to be. Ooh, look at there! Look at that pretty fire. That's all that butter just flew off of there into the fire. It's a hot fire now, I'm telling you. Very hot fire. I don't know if I got room on there for 2 steaks or not. I've got another one sitting in here. Yeah, let me go ahead and do that. We'll make them be buddies. Make them be buddies. I know a lot of y'all out there on the keto diet. Well, this is some keto cooking right here. Yeah. We throwing down on that keto diet. Voon Chow. Girl. Voon Chow. Always doing those keto dishes. Making me hungry. I may have to dedicate, as much as this is about me, this little part right here could be about 2 people for me, as far as I'm concerned. Well, 3. Arkansas woodcutter. A little more Old Bay. Arkansas woodcutter. Voon Chow. And second helping. Cooking. All 3 of y'all sitting there making me hungry. Not to mention Commander Bacon with his dang bacon festival he had this morning. Yeah, that was rough. Seeing a great big old griddle full of bacon. Yeah, y'all can't even see this. I can barely see it. More pepper and a lot more cayenne. Yes. Hey, if you've only had 6 Oreo cookies all day, and you've been running around, and it's midnight, which it is right now, you'd be pretty excited about what you're seeing. I am very excited about this. Now, I'll tell you, I love cayenne, and I can't have enough of it. I can't get enough cayenne. There, can you see that? Look at that. Can you hear the sizzle? Can you see it? Man, y'all close enough to get burned. Get back. Yeah, that's what we got going. Now, I'm not going to be a terrible person and make y'all endure all of this, okay? Y'all throwing out all these great big old cooking videos, making everybody hungry. I ain't gonna do that. No, just gonna show you a little bit. Yeah, that's a hot fire. Yeah, and that's a lot of pepper on there, but it's gonna be good. I love blackened food. And blackened steak is the most wonderful thing I've ever had, I think. But yeah, the Old Bay. One of my granddads grew up on Old Bay, or grew up on Chesapeake Bay. And it's been a favorite of mine since I was probably 6 years old. They bring back these soft shell crabs when they'd go to Baltimore. Soft shell crabs when they go back to see the family, you know. Shrimp, crabs, all that kind of stuff. I grew up on that food. Way down here in the south, you know, from way up there in Baltimore. All that, yeah, look, butter went in the gravel. I'm gonna have some gravel butter. Yeah, that's where the Conan part comes in, you know. I'm not gonna put any on that till I flip it. Let's see about that. Let's get one of my best friends in here. My knife. Do a little flipping. Oh, yeah. Whew. I ain't gonna have no hair left on that finger. Now, I know this video is getting long. Let's see. Where did it go? Let me see the back action of this. Oh yeah. Does that look blackened to y'all? Yeah. A little more cayenne just to taste. The cayenne is not just a hot pepper. It's not a ghost pepper. It's not, habanero. It ain't no crazy hot pepper. But I love the flavor. And it ain't all about the heat, so much. It ain't got to be all about the heat. I love the heat and the flavor that cayenne brings me. And I eat probably a couple of tablespoons, or 3 or 4, I don't know, 2 or 3, 4 today. I eat a lot of cayenne. I want to grow a lot of cayenne. And will it grow? And I have got that. I'm almost ready to eat here. I'm actually past ready to cook. The food's pretty much ready. Let me go ahead and take this off. I don't want to overdo my steak. And that's actually a little bit more done than I want it. But I'm trying to cook and not die here in the, oh, I'm going to lose my butter, ain't I? Well, let's think about this. Let's think. Now, we'll just take the butter off and put it right there, see? Yes. And then we'll take the butter off of this, will we? We'll take it and put that butter right there on that steak. And we'll take the butter and put it right there. Can y'all see that? I hope you can. Let's see what the other side of this looks like. Right there, some fine. I absolutely love blackened food. I may have mentioned that. I'm holding a camera and a phone in one hand. I'm trying to cut this with the other and still make it look fun, right? Right, straight off the grill, Arkansas woodcutter. You know what? I'm gonna have to get medieval on this. Oh, burning my fingers. Yeah. Arkansas woodcutter. Boone Chow. Second helping cooking. Commander Bacon. This is for y'all. I hope you're hungry. I hope you're really hungry. And I hope this makes it worse. Yeah. That ain't no strawberry. Yeah. It's good stuff. Oh my God, that's good. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna sit here and eat and talk at the same time. The last question was, what is the first thing you want to do when the virus is over or controlled? I want to visit my family. I want to see my kids, my parents. Maybe I'd like to travel a little bit, other places. But that's what I want to see. That's what I want to do. And I want you to plant every day. I almost didn't get this in here. That is a special tomato. I want you to look at the name there. Arkansas Traveler. That reminds me of someone that I keep seeing their name everywhere. He's been a great friend to me. Arkansas woodcutter. Now, will it grow? John up there has got his Scott head pepper. So I think I'm going to have my Arkansas woodcutter tomato growing in this container right here. Yeah. I hate to even chew this thing up. It's so good. It ain't done nothing wrong. Man, this was a good, this is a fun video for me. And look at that. Look right there. That's a nice keto meal right there. I'm going to have to put something else with it. But it's after midnight now. I don't know, what is it? 11:30. No, it's not after midnight. So that's good. Long-winded, let's end that. Y'all know a little bit more about me now, and some of the stuff that makes me tick, some of the things that I love. I want to know about a very interesting person to me, and that's David Hotaling. David Hotaling. That is who I am tagging. He is in an apartment. I think it's an apartment out in Arizona. I believe it's Arizona. Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah, he's in Arizona in an apartment. And he does hydroponics inside his apartment. He's showing people what, this smoke is killing me. Let me get out of the smoke. Yeah. He's showing people that they can grow food no matter where they are. And grow it inside your apartment, growing food. I do aquaponics. He does hydroponics. I want to know more about you. So, David Hotaling, please take up this 14-question challenge and let us get to know you better. Very interesting man, what I know about him so far. Great guy. I think you'll enjoy it. So, tonight, from just before, well, say 11:30 at night, and I'm about to eat here at Homestead Aquarius, I bid you a good day when you see this, and I hope to see you back again later. Y'all take care, and I'll see you later. Bye for now.